Now we are in location near a small village called Dalen. The location is Eidsborg Stave Church. We visited one of those before in nearby Bergen, just 3 hours from Bergen. And now I'm standing in front of the other one. This church you can see in the far. And I'm just looking around for some compositions that will emphasize the church. And I'm waiting for the blue hour because the sunset did not kick in. So we did not get any nice colors on the mountains, but I'm still trying to get a nice shot with trees here that you can see. And that's one of the composition, and the other one will be in front of the church, very close by. And hopefully I can take a nice image in during the blue hour. This place is also rich on history as any other places that we visited here in Norway so far in southern part. I'll go and show some old buildings here in the area. It's a museum here that tells a story about old ways of life in the area. I did not visit it, of course, but it's an interesting part of the areas that you can explore if you are interested in the history or not. Just a very nice place to work with and photograph. But I personally didn't find any compositions that would work for me. But I bet there are some. Yeah, so you can see. I'll turn the camera and you can see all these old buildings that people used to live in. They're actually quite historical and they're real. So people really used to live in them. They're renovated for museum purposes, of course, but not from the outside or inside, just well maintained. And the museum is there. Yep. So I'll go back to the church and try to make some pictures. And if they turn out any good, I will show it to you. So I'll film myself from the side. So the image that I'm trying to make, I think is quite simple. I'll just overexpose a little bit and see what I can photograph. Yeah, of course you don't see that on the camera because you just see me wobbling around. I have a wide angle and I'm just testing. Maybe I should go there to the place. Really weird because I'm trying to feel myself how I'm photographing, and also I'm trying to compose the shot in the same time. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Looks like that. Nothing really special for now. Composition wise, it's really hard to find something, but there's a little bit of light. Because I'm so wide, maybe 24 to 70 millimeter would work here better. I'll get some shot quickly like that. Vertically. Just step back a little bit to get more of the tree in the frame. I'll cut down the bottom part. Yeah. Looks like that. Of course berries are out of focus because we need to focus stack probably. Maybe if I shoot at f11. Okay, I'm hand holding the camera, which is at shutter speed 1/8 of a second is not ideal. But if I take few images, one of them will be good. And then focus, hopefully. Yeah, well, not really. Anyway, it's okay. It's okay for the purpose of the composition, though. There's some people in front of the church now, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's how it is. I'm just exploring the area, trying to look for a nice composition. So there's really bad light turned on, so it will ruin the shot, probably. Not ruin, but I will have to Photoshop it. And the black wall with cameras that observe the site 24/7 is also in the frame. But, well, it is what it is. Another composition is right here, actually. On the wide angle camera you can see it quite well, what I'm trying to do. I don't even need to show it through the frame. So it's a pretty simple shot with those two gates open and the leading line as a pathway where people are walking. The only problem with this image probably is the fact that those two columns that keep the gate doors open and just keep the gate doors, they are quite dominant in the frame, but they do resemble the church, so I think it might be alright. I will just take a shot. I'll see how it is. Just put F11, obviously, or maybe F8. F8 is fine. Shutter speed 1/13 of a second. Few images. Focus is alright. Those images focus on the door gate is a bit off, so yeah, I will have to focus stack this one. Let's do 2-second timer. 1, 2, one shot, and focus on the gate. One gate, and I'll just wait until the car will pass by. And another gate. Yeah, this green sign is quite annoying. But, well, can't do anything about it. Unless I'll go into the church yard. More of a graveyard. I'll see what I can photograph from this part on. It's a very basic and simple shot, actually. I don't know. I think one exposure is alright. I'll just focus on the church. The fun part is this place is being recorded 24/7 by security that protects those sites, and I believe it's UNESCO site. I'm not sure. Alright. So yeah, this is my workplace. Very interesting indeed. It's a very weird experience to film yourself while you're trying to take an image. I don't often do that. I mean, I don't do that at all. It's the first time. Maybe if I move myself closer to the grave stones, just a little bit like that. It's a bit chill outside. Honestly, quite chill. I'll carefully put my camera on the stones and put you behind so you can see what I'm doing. So how I can deal with the light? Actually, I can block it with a tree. Yeah, probably will try to use 24-70mm instead of ultra wide for this one. I'll use 24-70 instead of ultra wide lens, simply because 14mm is great. Backlit street light that will shine on the church. No, I don't know. This from this side image doesn't really work. Maybe if I go with vertical, I'll probably have to go close to the stones, close to the stone wall. See if I can. I do get the street lamp. There's nothing in foreground, which makes the image quite bad. So, no. There is another option that I can do. Another option would be to go around the stone wall. But yeah, here's a approximate composition for the church that I wanna photograph from that perspective. I'll put my tripod right here, like I know what I'm doing, and hope for the best. Yeah, well, actually the street lamp is gone. Well, it's not gone, it's just hidden behind the church now. When I'm zoomed out, half of my image is just this curve, which, well, I honestly don't like this, but if I crop it, it will be worse. So maybe this image does work, but I wish there would be better light. Okay, I will just balance it, expose it correctly, the image from the computer perspective, but yeah, the composition itself looks like that. You see, I don't know how well you can see it on the on the screen of the camera, but yeah, the idea is that you get this line goes sort of around and leading to the church, and the church is also sitting there, but you don't see it so well on this camera because it's not exposed properly, but on my screen it looks properly exposed, and of course I will be editing it. The only thing is to wait for blue hour. So after long waiting time, we have finally got the blue hour, which you can barely see on this camera that I'm filming with, and yeah, my camera making it a little bit too purple-ish. The idea is the next, actually, the light that was annoying me at the beginning is playing a quite nice role with lighting up the church from the side, and it gives it a little bit depth together with the blue hour, which allows me to make a nice photo. Yeah, 5 seconds exposure time, f11, ISO 100 at about 30 millimeters. Oh no, actually it's 24mm wide. It's sort of gives a slight orange tilt to the church. That's what I needed. Yeah, and if the shot works out quite well, you will see it on the screen, and I'll show it to you.